Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of BMC's YouTube mainframe channel. My name is Brett Roberts, and I'm a software consultant at BMC Software. Today's session, I want to talk to you about how to create an alert in our AMI for Security Command Center. So what you're seeing right now is the dashboard view of the command center. And at the dashboard view, you get an indication of the different kinds of activities on your system, security-related activities or job activities, whatever is important to you. And it's all based on the correlation of threads that are defined on the system and then displayed on our dashboards. But you might actually want to go beyond that. You might want to be alerted to a certain kind of activity. So today we're going to talk about how to set up an alert. I'm going to go to the Alerts tab to begin with and see a list of out-of-the-box defined alerts. The green light there just indicates that that alert is waiting, and if it were to fire, it would become red. So to create your own alert, then just go right here to the Add New button. Click that, and then fill out these fields that are required for the alert. The first is the system counter name. Now this is typically going to be a thread, so we want to choose a thread that when updated either once or multiple times, then the alert would fire. In this particular example, I'm going to choose a ZTSO thread called undefined user IDs. The reason I'm going to do this for the example is because undefined users, if someone's trying to use an undefined user on your system, it might be because they're trying to penetrate. It might be because they're trying to enumerate user IDs on your system. And if that's happening more often than it should, you would want to be alerted to that. So we're going to pick this as our thread. Now in our thread definition, in our alert definition, we have the compare function which says, do we want this value for the threshold to be greater than equal to a certain number or less than a certain number? In this case, we're going to choose greater than or equal. And our threshold we're going to set to 4, for example, which means if 4 times in the interval this thing occurs, this thread is updated, then I want to be alerted. You can set the interval time. It can go from 1 to 99,000 seconds. The default is 60 seconds. We're going to leave it at 60 seconds. For your alert, you can also specify the alert time. Midnight plus 24 hours means the alert is active all the time, but you can restrict that if you like. Click here, choose the number of hours that you want the alert to be active. Now, as we scroll down a little bit, we have the alert message ticket text field. This is the message that is created when the alert fires. So in our example, we'll do a message something like this. Warning. Too many undefined users are accessing the system. All right, so there is our alert message text. Optionally, we could insert certain variables into this text if we like, and we could do that here by clicking on this pull-down list. We could insert the related IP address or the related message that fired this alert, the severity, the username, and we could even parse a value if you like. But that's a little bit more advanced. Today we're just going to discuss how to create this alert. For our enable auto learning, the default is enabled. Auto learning is an interesting aspect of an alert. What it means is if you set a threshold for the alert, but over time the system notices that that threshold is too low, you're being alerted too often, it will auto adjust to what's normal on your system. So we're going to set enable auto alert to enabled, auto learning to enabled. We need to define the alert facility type for our message. And we're going to choose alert, and then we can set the severity of this alert. We're going to put it at warning for today because if someone is doing that something, you might want a nice little warning severity. You can set the user ID that a ticket is going to be cut for this alert. Keep in mind that alerts create tickets. So if you want a ticket to go to a particular user, you would specify that user here. And then finally, there's another couple options that we won't discuss at this time. So once you've defined all of these fields, then just click Save New. The new alert is listed right here at the top. It's been pinned to the top. If for some reason you want to unpin it, then just go back into the definition and click Pin this alert to the top. Just click No. But I'm going to leave it at pinned. And you can see now that our alert is green, nothing's happening. But if he sees 4 or more accesses of this thread here, undefined user IDs in 60 seconds, this alert is going to fire. So let's see if we can go fire this alert. If I'm on the system and I'm trying to access this system, then if I'm trying to penetrate the system, I might try some user IDs just to see if they work. Let's see. Let's see if Batman works. Nope, that didn't work. We'll try Robin. Robin doesn't work. Not defined. Maybe the Joker will work. Oops. Nope, that doesn't work either. So I'm going to we'll try one more. Since we know our threshold is set at 4, we'll try one more user ID. Literally one more. And that's not authorized either. So let's go back to the command center and refresh our screen. And we see now that the alert has fired. It is now red because 4 more users have tried to sign on as undefined users. If we want to see the actual activities for those users, we can click on the thread here and go see that activity. Here's someone trying to use those funny user IDs on my system. And if I want to know more about them, maybe I click on their point of entry, which is a particular terminal name. I can click there and receive information in my system about that particular user. Now keep in mind, we're almost done. We've created the alert. The alert has fired. So keep in mind finally that alerts create tickets. So when I go to the tickets tab, then I can see, look here, warning, too many undefined users are accessing the system. And because a ticket has been created, you have the option of creating an action for your ticket. Maybe you send an email to someone in the SOC, or you send a text message and telling them about this kind of suspicious activity as a result of your alert. So that's an example of how to create alert in our AMI Command Center. I thank you for your time today. If you like what you saw, then hopefully you can subscribe to our channel to get more information about future videos that are coming out. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.